Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Suns against the Golden State Warriors. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. To take a look at the Warriors, they like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Suns, they're much further down in the standings right now.
And right now for Phoenix, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, I'm not sure this can be written off just as a slow start. I think this might be the team that they are.
Now, Golden State's starting five. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for them. It's Curry and Hield. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. And it's Butler in at the small forward. And for Phoenix, we've got Durant, Devin Booker out there with Jones. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. And looking at tonight's teams, RJ, they have rosters filled with veteran players.
I was on a few teams like this, Kevin, and it's just great for the locker room. Guys are usually willing to accept their roles and understand how to win.
No good from Durant. Here's Butler. It's hauled in by the Suns. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
Curry, that's good.
This is Pete Curry shooting with real confidence off the catch. It's what helps get him going.
Beal finds Plumlee. Here's KD. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And it goes on Draymond Green and Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
That's good from Durant. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Both good from the line that time. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Now here's Hield playing Oklahoma City. He was nearly unstoppable.
This is Hield at his best, a major threat to torch defenses off the catch.
KD on the wing. Hield against Booker. Plumlee sets the pick for Booker. 6 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
And this is Beal's role. He's out here to score the ball, and he does it at a high rate.
And here is Hield. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Butler is smart and knows to take what you give him. If the mid-range is open, he'll take it.
Jones against Curry. Jones kicks to Plumlee. For 3, Booker connects from three-point range. And that makes it a tie ball game.
If you're talking strictly from shooting range, Booker is right at the top of that group.
Pass to Hield. Now Butler. The shot. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Here's Booker. He picked up 24 points in their last win against Brooklyn. Takes it inside, and the dunk by Booker.
Huge slam from Booker. He really gets up off these drives.
The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Butler in the corner. Plumlee with some nice D.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
To the inside, Beal. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. The Warriors trail. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer. Now, I asked him who has him worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Now, right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Allen's checked in for Phoenix. And a look at the top three-point shooting small forwards this season in the NBA. Every wingman should have that shot in his arsenal, and these guys certainly do. You look at Butler, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Moses Moody. He's in that same group.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Hurt in a big way, Greg. The damage they do from three-point range is immense. These are some cold-blooded killers from long range.
Now here's Curry after the miss from Mason Plumlee. Outside Butler. Over Plumlee. Here's Jackson Davis. Lays it up off the glass.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Beal, the pass to KD. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Warriors leading. Three-pointer, Hield. And Devin Booker pulls it down. Here's Beal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. He's off on the first. RJ, for the few teams already suffering big-time injuries, how do they keep up their spirits? How do they keep going?
I feel like the term next man up is overused, but what it comes down to is you need to have faith in the guys you have available.
And the second free throw, good. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Now, here's Curry, another key contributor in that nice win against Oklahoma City. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, and Butler just can't be stopped. I mean, even when the D knocks him around, he keeps his focus on the basket.
The free throw dropped for Butler. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
Outside Curry. Pass to Hield. Lets it go with a three. Rebound by the Suns.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now here's Green. Nothing on the board. Outside Curry. From downtown, knocks down the three ball. Curry's got 8.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Booker the pass to Allen. Booker inside. Curry meets him. Booker no good. Warriors leading by 4. Now Curry. He's got 8. To the paint.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Warriors have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. The first one falls. And the Suns making a change here. Dunn's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Suns trail by 5. Allen for 3. Draymond Green with the rebound. Payton looking around. Green with a screen on KD. Payton gets the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 8.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Allen outside. Dunn sets a screen for Allen. And they get it. That one, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Hield can't hit. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. For 3, Booker. That ball can't find the basket. His 6th miss in 9 shots. Here's Spencer. And yes, it's good. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here's Allen. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn. It's Durant on the wing, headed by Green. Count it, good.
Oh, just beautiful poetry in motion. It is so fun watching Kevin Durant shoot the rock.
Here's Spencer. Pass to Green. Hield with it. Over Allen. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. In the corner, it's Hield. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hield's got 5 points so far.
Love the response there from Hield, matching threes.
Allen outside. There's a screen. Pass to Durant. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hield from outside. Another three for Golden State.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Booker outside. And they pick up 2. He's got 10.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga out there with Looney. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Butler. And it's Spencer in at the point. And, Richard, you just get the feeling that Jonathan Kuminga is finally starting to hit his stride, don't you?
It is all about opportunity in this league, Kevin. With more playing time and scoring chances, Kuminga has really blossomed, and he is not done getting better.
Free throw good from Kuminga. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And from undrafted to journeyman to starter, Richard, you got to admire stories like Royce O'Neal.
It's motivational, Kevin. Just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't make it to the NBA, which is exactly what O'Neal has done.
Sinks the triple.
So good from three-point line. Beal stretches out the defense.
Pass to Looney. The kick outside to Butler. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Suns trail by 7. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trayce Jackson-Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trayce, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson-Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. The things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those stories. Thanks, David. Now here's Allen, following the miss by Jonathan Kuminga. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Spencer. Outside, Kuminga. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Now here's Beal. He's got 6. O'Neal sets the screen for Beal. Lets it go. And the Suns miss again. Warriors leading by 7. Here's Kuminga. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now, here is Morris. Guarded closely. Here's a look at some of the stats for Devin Booker.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
And the first one drops. Jones checked in for Allen. And Morris drops them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Warriors leading by 7. Butler passes to Kuminga. Off target from three-point range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to Beal. The Suns need to get a shot off. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Butler with the ball. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Here's Kuminga. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Kuminga's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Suns have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And that one falls for Jones.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Kevin Durant comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Monte Morris. And the Warriors also making a change. Moody's checked in, and he can't hit the second. Warriors leading by 5. Inside, here's Looney. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Durant way outside. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Suns trail by 8. Pass to Richards. Outside, KD. From outside, off the mark.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
It's good. Spencer's got his second basket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Jones. He had 13 points in the win against Brooklyn.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
Warriors leading by 7. Pass to Podziemski. To the middle. Here's Looney. And the layup's good off the glass. Looney's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now here's Jones. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Spencer. Outside, Kuminga. The shot from 20 feet away. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Kuminga's got 7 points for the quarter. Allen outside. Back to Jones. Outside, Beal. Launches a three. Another three for Phoenix.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Pass to Moody. Mooney down low. Defended by Richards. A second chance effort. Looney kicks to Kuminga. And another shot. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Kuminga's got 9 points.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Phoenix making some changes. Dunn comes in for Beal, and it's Devin Booker in for Grayson Allen. KD finds Richards. KD against Kuminga. Durant the pass to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. The three ball. The rebound by Post.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Suns trail by 8. Dunn outside. Down low. Here's Booker. Podziemski grabs the board.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
There's Kuminga, and it's good off the back rim and in. Kuminga's got 11.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
And Booker kicks to Dunn. Back to Booker. Fantastic finish by Booker.
Ooh, Booker showing some power.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Kuminga. Phoenix grabs the miss. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
And it's Podziemski in the corner. There's 1:40 left to play in the first half. Good work there as it goes. Podziemski's got his first points of the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Let's take a look at numbers for Devin Booker. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately, putting up about 25 points per game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
That's good from Durant.
One of the most accomplished players in the game. Durant's sole focus is to continue contending for titles.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Phoenix. Beal comes in for Dunn. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
Now here is Holiday. Hasn't made one yet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Durant, no good.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Kuminga against Booker. Kuminga, no good. Suns trail by 9. Durant dishes to Jones. Holiday with the defensive effort. Golden State's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Outside, Kuminga. Shot from 16. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Kuminga's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Bud, what are you looking to clean up in the second half?
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we wanted to, getting up and down the court in pace. And, we got to make a few more open shots, but I think we can be a lot better offensively.
We've seen that from your team, Coach. I'm sure it'll show up. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for Golden State.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
And that game against the Nuggets, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
They played some good ball this season. Their opponent, not so much.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what we're seeing here from Jonathan Kuminga.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've got Devin Booker. Bradley Beal is out there with Durant. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Jones in at the point guard. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Shots good by Butler.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
And here's Booker. Plumlee with a screen on heel. Booker's shot is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Curry. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Out to the right wing. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Curry. Here's Jackson Davis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Durant with a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
They set the pick. They kick out to Heel. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 14-point game. To the inside. Jones, that's for 2. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Jones has got 6.
Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
Jones against Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. To the middle, Durant with the steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Booker. Gets out ahead and finishes the job. Devin Booker.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you. Curry on the wing. Defended by Jones. Curry can't get it to go. Suns trail by 11. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Curry outside, and another 3 for Golden State.
That is the sharpest weapon in Curry's arsenal. Most times you assume any three-point shot he gets up is going in.
Pass to Beal. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. They get it again. The 3 from KD. And Plumlee kicks to Beal. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Warriors leading by 12. Now Green. No scoring in this one. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Green.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Outside, Jones. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Healed outside. From deep three-point land, Phoenix grabs the miss. Beal's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
The Warriors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Tries it from 19. Curry's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now here's Durant. 8 points for him. Draymond Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 15. Pass to Jackson Davis. Three-pointer, Hill. Plumlee with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Here's Butler. He's got 8. On the wing, Hill. Back to Butler. And he makes good on the layup. And that's now 10 points for Jimmy Butler.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Allen's checked in for Phoenix. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Number 1, Stephen Curry. Devin Booker, 3rd.
These two guys are really enjoying themselves right now. It's been a scoring spree for both.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 17. Got a piece of it. Here's Moody. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Moody's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Beal with a screen on Curry. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Goes up to the stripe. 2 points. That one goes. Moody's got 4 points this quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Durant for 3. It's good from long range. Durant's got 11 points.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Here's Podziemski. Allen defending. Outside Curry. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the number 1 reason why they're winning right now.
Booker with the screen for Allen. From deep. The rebound by Post. Post has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Curry against Booker. Pass to Moody. Shoots over Beal. Allen with the rebound. Suns trail by 21. And the call will go against Grayson Allen. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Phoenix making some changes. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Plumlee. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for Kevin Durant. Now here's Curry. And here is Moody. That 3 off the mark. Allen outside. Cans it from downtown. Allen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
taking on more playmaking responsibilities. Booker has matured over the years, becoming a better teammate.
Pass to Moody. Outside, Kuminga shoots the three. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 4th rebound in this one. Allen kicks to Booker. Now Richards. Now here's Beal. Lets it go from deep. Pachinski grabs the board.
He hasn't even made 1 point yet this quarter. Man, his team desperately needs him to get going.
Pass to Kuminga. Outside Curry. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Allen left side. Booker with no one around. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Outside Kuminga. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Kuminga's got 16.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Booker with it. He's got 23. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Booker's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Now here's Curry. He's got 17. There's the three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker looking around. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Kuminga's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's boom, boom, boom. The extra pass. We're not running plays to get a shot. We're running plays to get the domino to fall. So move the ball, drive and kick, we'll get great shots, all right?
Well, he's preaching team chemistry right now, Greg.
And he wants more ball movement because that makes everything simple.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Moses Moody. He's out there with Kuminga. And it's Post in at the center. Kuminga, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Durant from past the arc. And Spencer pulls it down. And he drives in. Yep, it counts. Spencer's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Warriors.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Here's KD. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Ho-hum. Guess what? Another bucket for KD. Just making the game look easy. Somewhat boring.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
The free throw drops for Durant. .60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Spencer. Kuminga up top. Pass to Spencer. Back to Kuminga. Over Durant. Kuminga, no good. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 15-point game. Offensive rebound. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Bucket is good.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Jones, the pass to Durant. Right at the free throw line, and he hits the jump shot. KD's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Durant's jumper is as pure as it gets. You just assume ahead of time it's going in.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break, and he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David. Warriors leading by 13. Here's Spencer. Out left to the wing. They set the pick. Here's Moody. He gets it in there.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And here is Durant. Poke loose. Dunn left side. Pass to KD. Outside, Jones. Allen for the three. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Over to the left wing. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Moody. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Richards got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Dunn. It's tipped. Now Podziemski. Pass to post. Here's Kuminga. And Jones over to help. Clock at 6. Here's Moody. Good on the triple. Moody's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
And here is Allen. Outside, Jones. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Phoenix.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Podziemski. Outside, Kuminga. Over Durant. Kuminga, no good. Suns trail by 12. Outside, KD. for three. The Warriors pull it in. Post has got 7 rebounds in the game. Moody with it. To the left wing. Here's Kuminga. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. KD finds Jones. Dunn with it. Nobody near Allen. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Allen's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Suns. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And the Suns here with a different look. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Royce O'Neal comes in for Kevin Durant. Beal's checked in for Dunn. And it's Booker in for Tyus Jones. Warriors leading by 9. Now here is Holiday. Butler on the wing. Oh, tough play by Butler.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Booker against Holiday. There's the triple. Warriors with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. 3-pointer, Butler, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Suns trail by 14. Here's Booker. He's off from 17 feet.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Payton kicks to Green. Pass to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Another 3 for Golden State.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Inside. Green with a screen on Beal. And it's Butler with the jam.
And he's never been shy about asserting his dominance. This is classic Jimmy Butler play so far.
Timeout. And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And what he's done from beyond the arc is a big reason he gets the nod tonight. He's racked up 5 3-pointers and very accurate with his shooting. Take away that threat from deep, and their offense would have looked a whole lot different.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Booker at the elbow. Beal gets a wide open look. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. And here is Butler. The drive by Booker. The physicality of Booker.
There is no on-off switch for Booker. He is always in attack mode.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 14.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Beal can't get it to go.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Outside Holiday. Over Booker. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Suns have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. No good from Booker. Warriors leading by 16. Now Payton on the wing, Holiday. There's Green with the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Jones has got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Beal on the wing. And the Suns miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jimmy Butler.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
And here is Butler after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Now Jones, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Beal from long range drills the three-pointer. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Holiday with it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. Explosive night for you offensively. You were feeling it out there.
Feeling it and taking rhythm shots. I feel like all shots that I take are going to go in because I'm so used to taking those shots, man. But for my coaches and my teammates, they got the utmost confidence in me shooting whatever shot because they know it's going to be a good one.
It was very good tonight, Mr. Buckets. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. And now, our player of the game, Stephen Curry.